Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teachers Do. Today I have with me another, for the first time in a while, a double person, not counting Foxy and Doxy, of course. I've got Eric and Bianca.
Hey everybody.
Hi.
And we're going back to a long while back. The three of us had gone over the original Power Rangers Ninja Turtles. Now, since it's been a month or so since it ended, we're going over the sequel.
Very appropriate that it says Boom Comics, because Power Rangers means lots of explosions.
Yep. So what do you two recall about the first mini?
It was Bianca. If you want to go first, go ahead. But
I loved it. It was so much fun. We got some Power Ranger antics with some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle antics, and now
How much do you remember?
Okay, so
You don't have to summarize.
who's the green one? Somebody
Green
infiltrated the Foot Clan.
That was Tommy. Tommy infiltrated the Foot Clan.
Tommy.
Okay, that's good. That's good. If you remember that detail, you remember a lot. What about you, Eric?
I just remember that they took the absurdity of both shows, how over the top science fiction B movie kid got, and they embraced it wholeheartedly.
Definitely.
And in my opinion, that made for a better, how should I put it? In my opinion, it made for a more entertaining comic.
Right. Well, this one, first of all, different artist, Dan Mora. By the time he was doing this, he was already working on World's Finest. He was wrapping up that King Arthur book, Once and Future. He was working on his involvement in the 100th issue of Power Rangers. This guy is the Mark Bagley of this generation, and especially at the point where Mark Bagley hasn't been Mark Bagley in as far as his speed and quality in years. You know who I'm talking about, Mark Bagley, right?
What book? What work?
He's the one who's best known for drawing Spider-Man, especially Carnage. He's the one who did Ultimate Spider-Man.
Oh.
For the first couple hundred issues.
Okay, so he had a long relationship with Bendis.
Yep, but he's definitely, well, that's at that point, yeah. But this guy was known for speed, but he admits he's not as fast as he once was. Dan Mora is in that similar bit of very fast speed, but very high quality.
Hmm.
So yeah, we open up with Casey, who wasn't in the last mini.
Casey's my boy.
And him and Karai are dueling. And basically, but they're trying to find where Shredder is. Because remember, Shredder left with Rita to Dimension X.
Yes.
Yep.
Casey's my boy, and Karai looks hot.
Yep. But yeah, basically though, then we then find out, like, Casey gets knocked out, and we find out, wow, isn't this fortuitous? Ah, great. Casey, it might be time to inform your friends. Summer vacation is over. Now, but we see the turtles here wearing holographic disguises, and I do remember the Twitter stuff trying to say, oh, they're canonically black. No, they're not.
What is canonically black mean?
Because they're holograms. Because their hologram show them as black, they're trying to say, see, that means deep down the turtles are black, when it's like, no, they're Asian, if anything else, especially the IDW turtles.
They're surfers.
I think it can be anything, because you don't know what they actually are if they were to get some sort of human mutagen of some sort, which, has happened a few times, but
right.
Like they've been every race.
Exactly. And again, this is holograms. That's all it is. Holograms.
I mean, me being an 80s kid and remembering the show's peak, I always just pictured them as a bunch of guys. Like, if they were human, they'd just be wearing bathing suits and going surfing or skating.
Right. But yeah, we see Donnie and Mikey with Zach at the juice bar. Was Ernie. Yeah, the actor. Oh, no, you're doing, Bulk and Skull. Oh, and look at April here. In fact, look at it. Dan Moore captures them all. But look at Trini. Rest in peace, both the actress and now her character.
Aww.
But look at April. She definitely has the cartoon hairstyle.
Yes.
Yep, but
it looks volumous.
Excuse me.
It's hard not to hear that music every time those two show up.
I'm Farkas Bulkmeyer. This is my associate, Eugene Skulovich. Charmed, and as fellow documentarians, we wanted to welcome you to our wonderful city. and as a close personal friend of the Power Rangers, potentially arrange an exclusive Channel 6 interview. For a small fee, of course. Close friends, huh? Oh, Mr. Buckmeyer, please do go on. He's just finding it humorous. Yeah, but oh yeah, we're seeing them. They're trying to help improve some of the turtle armor, but they're working on these shadow morphers. Basically, it allows them to be in the shadow of the Rangers, so they can morph alongside the Rangers, so long as they're near them, like shadows.
Okay.
Of course, Donnie and Billy are just making all this crazy tech. Remember, Billy made the rad bug.
Oh yeah.
A flying car.
Where did they get the tech for that? Oh, right, the command center. Duh. Somehow he's
Right.
able to figure it out.
Yep. Oh, but I love this. But don't we have a battle session with Leo and Jason later? Trust me, with the amount of their training, they'll never even notice. Yeah. You see? Now, does the yelling work or does the yelling work? Honestly, I get it. They're actually poking fun at the yelling.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's
you
every
see?
Sentai series.
Yep. Now, does the yelling work or does the yelling work? Honestly, I don't know. I have to admit, it does feel pretty good. You're welcome. And it's very distracting. Couldn't agree more. Surrender? Never. Breakdown? Absolutely. Where'd you even come up with that elbow strike? Honestly, stole it from Raph. But don't tell him, okay? His shell's big enough already. Oh, don't worry. I get it. You know, I used Tommy's axe kick one time. Just once. That's it. He never lets me forget it. You ever tell Tommy you were wrong? Yep. Worst mistake of my life. Right? Because if you were wrong once, then you're always wrong. They can be so... I think that's what they am muttering more like, you know? Finally, someone who understands. You are great in a fight, though. You kidding? The best. But we'll never tell them that. So yeah, the fact that they're trying to portray Tommy as being more like Raph in this version anyway.
Which is bizarre.
True, but I think it kind of matches if you were not to keep it with the kid-friendly tone of the original show. I could see Tommy going down that route. Think about it. The whole idea of him taking a bit of a swelled head if Jason, steals his moves or admits he's wrong.
Well, I got a swell. Well, you let Kimberly get a swell head once, so.
Now they're meeting.
I know, Tommy the Blockhead. Oh, go back to the mall.
Yep, go back to the mall. But they're meeting up with Tyler, the guy that Tommy infiltrated the rescue, and they're talking about how both Casey and Karai are missing. But that's why they go into the sewers, trying to get some answers from the Rat King.
The Rat King.
Oh, gee, that looks perfect, doesn't it?
It does. I can almost hear Townsend Coleman speaking now, and that's sinister.
You'll have to forget my protectors. With the vanishing happening all around us, when they saw you, well, they naturally assumed you'd come to take me as well. Turns out a ranger has been abducting them.
Uh-oh.
Oh, geez, just look at Rocksteady.
Hey, which do you choose? I don't know.
Oh, and look, they actually went with the 80s cartoon Baxter, so he's white.
Oh, yeah. With the so is the crazy hair, though.
Yep. Oh, yeah, that too. I promise that you'll be amply rewarded in the new dynasty that is to come. You sure? You sure? Yeah, sure thing, Dr. Egghead. And last time I checked, you're still stuck in here like the rest of us. You got some sort of special parole we don't know about? Yes, you might say that. Mr. Stockman, General Craig requires your services. Follow or die. By all means, gentlemen, lead the way. And it basically going down, right, then up.
Okay.
Because you're following the text. Because like, by all means, gentlemen, lead the way. Crane just said
I
to
see
you.
I see it now.
I love when art tricks you to follow it.
I'm already tricked by the original. The original way.
Well, yeah, well, true, but leaving so soon, and after we all got so dressed up.
I want a poster of that. If I was a kid again, I would want a poster of that in my room.
Take your pick, Goldar. Rangers or turtles? All I want is blood. Just get me out of here, you imbeciles! Fancy new fancy new sword. Love the upgrade. Die, turtle scum! Goldie, has your new bestie been helping you with your banter? Mock me at your own peril. Peril? Look at you with the fancy words. Still fights like the same Goldar we busted up on the moon. Come and get some, bucketheads!
You never learn, Rocksteady.
Yep. And drones, great. Everyone has drones now.
Unfortunately.
But yeah, they're putting up a fight, and Casey, how many times are you going to have to get knocked across the room before you start listening, Raph? I leave you alone for 5 minutes, and you see what happens? Yep. Speaking of which, and Crank, oh, that's for taking off and not telling anybody. Don't ever do that again. They're showing up as best buds here, like, bro.
Why is it every movie or show has to have the punch and then the hug? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, well, in this case, he's saying, like, don't ever leave us again.
Right.
But then he meets up with Trini and Donnie. But then he takes him from behind. Why? We'll get more in about these, but yeah, he's the Omega Ranger.
Dun dun dun.
Yep, they're putting up they're fighting up with everything, but then thanks to Casey, they escape with Baxter.
To be continued.
Yep. So, meanwhile, in Dimension X, we see, Scorpina wasn't in the first mini either, but she's here now, and I suppose I saw mercy as the pride to be paid for loyalty, but no longer. Baxter Stockman, Your Eminence, we went to great lengths to free you from captivity. It is my understanding that you completed the task you were assigned. I have indeed. Incarceration as a way of focusing the mind. Excellent.
Yeah, you show me that picture.
Look at, I love what Dan Moore's, it seems Boom's Comics just loves to have Rita be hot. What do you think of her new design, Bianca? Bianca?
I muted myself by accident. It reminded me of, I think, after New 52 Wonder Woman, where she had pants and a red shirt. That's what it kind of reminds me of. It looks cool.
Oh, yeah, but really, because when you think about with Rita or Bandora and the Sentai, attractiveness was not always one of them.
No. You know what this reminds me? You know what this strikes me as a resemblance of?
What, Maleficent?
Well, Maleficent was one of them. The other is Lady Devimon from Digimon.
Oh, I've seen people make that comparison.
Okay, I'm not the only one. Good.
Yep. But
it just dawned on me.
Yep, we had them right where we wanted, but then your Rangers showed in. Poor stupid Rocksteady. If you fought half as well as you made excuses, you might actually win once in a while. We didn't need your help. Your arrival saved the lives of our enemies. You keep talking, Joe, and I'm happy to knock you in the next week. You know, in boxing, you're only knocked out if the referee gets to 10. Could you two count that high?
Ooh.
As entertaining as this pitiable display of camaraderie has been, you all have work to do. Rocksteady, ready the troops. Goldar, check Fister's putty progress, and then have him make more. By this time tomorrow, Earth will be ours. So yeah, they're reconvening and trying to talk, and just having Zordon and Splinter both giving advice.
I could only go. Faz, you'll just the head in a jaw. How do you? It's a long story, Splinter, but I'll explain later.
Yeah, they call it like Ranger X, and they say it's bad news, but Rita's made evil Rangers before, but they're also making it clear he's not mind control. They know mind control.
Yes.
She brainwashed me, actually. She explained that part. But yeah, so we didn't see. Oh, look at Krang. I know what you're thinking. But they don't work. Not anymore, because we find out Dimension X had Power Rangers! They were slaughtered and their command center destroyed when Krang and the Utroms invaded.
Holy smoke.
It makes sense!
The Power Rangers are being destroyed.
Yep, they belong to the original. Sadly, we were forced to destroy them when the Rangers dared to rise up against the Ultra. But over time, I've come to learn many of their secrets. You and I have always been on opposing sides, Casey Jones, and yet here you are, suddenly willing to betray everything and everyone you've ever loved for power. Playing hero only gets you so far, General Craig. It was time to pick a side, and I aim to win. I see. If you are truly dedicated towards conquering Earth and enslaving mankind, then kneel. I'm waiting. I told you he could be trusted. Now leave us, Casey. You still have much to attend to. Yes, my Empress. Your control over him is precious, Repulsa. We're playing with fire, and we need that fire if we're going to finally destroy our enemies. Speaking of enemies, have you located the Shredder? Now remember, as far as we know, Shredder left with them.
Oh, yeah.
Worry about your warriors, and I'll worry about Oroku Saki. You won't elude me forever. Uh-oh, I sense there was a betrayal. So yeah, now they're waiting. Oh, look! Zoran and Splinter playing chess.
I'm trying to imagine how a chess game between those two will go.
Does it ever bother you, this life that we've given them? They're not soldiers, and yet we place them on the front lines of a war that may never end. But it is a war that must be fought, Zordon. We can only pass along the skills that will help them survive. They must be the ones who decide how to use them. Then your sons have chosen wisely, fighting to protect those that fear and reject them. And your Rangers risk everything to safeguard our world. I cannot think of a more noble life that either could lead. Still, despite all of that, it would be nice if they could simply remain children for just a while longer. It would indeed, my friend. It would indeed. Up and oh dear. Of course, but yeah, they're ready to run, of course. All right, follow us, Miss Neal. We know the best hiding spots. Oh dear. And look who else they have. Leatherhead Slash.
I hear Leatherhead. I think Jim Cummins.
Yep. But yeah, they all teleport over there, and yeah,
Morphin time.
And they use the shadow morphers.
Mastodon, Pterodactyl, Triceratops.
Good job. Saber-tooth tiger, Tyrannosaurus.
Did you just say Power Bunga, by the way?
Power Bunga! That's a great combination one. But you see what I mean, though? The absurdity of the sequels got turned up to 11. Oh, look. The two pink rangers, April and Kim. See what I was trying to tell you before, dude? You can't tell them apart.
I was aware of that. So who does Tommy hit on?
I'm pretty sure you could just listen to their voice.
April is on the right. Probably not.
It's hard to tell. It was their dialogue.
I didn't even read.
But yeah, just look at all the different turtles. I mean, look, Scorpina is there. Turns out they're attacking the command center. They're utilizing Dimension X technology to get through their defenses.
Smart.
Remember, we have a job to do. Oh dear. Now, you look, even Squad and Bamboo are joining in.
That's a rarity. They usually just show up to poison something.
Yeah, but of course they get knocked around.
Of course. Hey, I told you I'm a lover, not a fighter, and I love Rita's plans.
Hey, Goldar, what do you call a monkey in a minefield? A baboom! Whoa, Treaty, did you just make a monkey pun? This coin connection is rubbing off on you, girl. Keeps them distracted. Gotta feel bad about hitting the little blue guy, though. You get over it. Mayday! Mayday! Can anyone hear me? We've got a breach at the command center. They're going after Zordon. Alpha, don't panic. Just stay out and put and out of sight. Reinforcements are on the way as we see Jason, Raph, and Tommy showing up.
I love the design of his size as a Power Ranger weapon.
Yep. But they're also having to deal with Casey and
Oh no.
And yeah, Raph's trying to get through to him. Like, sorry to disappoint you, Raph, but I'm not brainwashed. This is all me. But why? You're working for Rita, fighting against your own people. It's crazy, I know, but it'll all make sense eventually. Trust me. Oh, gee, the fight's escalating more and more. Scorpina, I cannot let you. Alpha, run! And you Rangers aren't having any fun. I know you can watch me blow up the big blue head. And Alpha, you can't protect me. Go on, help the other Rangers. Tell them I will always. No, if they're going to destroy you, they'll have to go through me first. But then, want to know who saves them? Shredder!
Dude.
In fact, I'm afraid I cannot allow this invasion to continue at all. More so than the last mini, this one is written like, what if you took the 80s Shredder, but mixed in with the 2003 Shredder's cunningness and connivingness?
So the best Shredder of all time is what you're saying.
Pretty much!
I mean, that was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Batman movie, wasn't it? He had the
Pretty
80s
much.
look, but had the 2003 feel.
Yeah, well, same with this one, but a bit more of the 80s-ness in his backstory. And Dr. Shredder, working with the good guys? You should be ashamed of yourself, human. Yeah, say it ain't so, boss. Mind your tongue, Bebop, or I'll remove it. Before you met me, you were nothing. I made you what you are, and if you so desire, I can take it away. And you, Scorpina, once you manage to put your jaw back together, tell the Space Witch I'm coming for her. Earth is no longer Krang's for the taking. It belongs to the Shredder.
The Shredder.
So see, this is definitely more like the 80s where he wanted to rule the world.
Yes, but look at how bad. But definitely 2003 with just how crazy of a fighter he is.
Exactly. And 2012.
And 2012, yes.
But
He
yeah,
sliced
thanks-
the meatball and nobody blinked.
Yep. But yeah, so thanks to Alpha gets Zordon, Upload, and they teleport away. And Shredder tells the others to come with him. Meanwhile, finding out Casey with Baxter, they're taking a power node from the command center, thus disconnecting them from the morphing grid.
That's not good.
Yeah, they cannot. Now, they didn't destroy the command center. We don't want that to happen. But, I was so looking forward to finally catching up, face to face. Oh, well. General Trag, I believe you have some trophies to collect. Battalion, open fire!
Damn.
But yeah, they transport out there. That's it. Run away, children. Lick your wound. Why turn your home against you? And look at Krang's body!
New robot. Nice.
But yeah, hey, Big Brain, why Earth? Excuse me? I mean, you both have this vast, unstoppable army. You could use them to take over any other planet or dimension you want. But you just keep coming back to this tiny, insignificant world. So what makes it so special? An interesting question. But the truth is, absolutely nothing. Yes, it's a matter of pride at this point, really. Okay, that look on Krang is more of that side look kind of look. You see what I mean? Like the,
Yeah.
But I like that. That's a good explanation. Oh, the look on their face, actually, it's looking, even she's like, they're both realizing, like, yeah, that's a good point, but then they're being honest, saying, it's pride.
Always.
I'm evil. Get it?
Like, you see, Earth is primitive. Technologically speaking, you're eons behind the rest of the universe, and socially, you're still in the Dark Ages. You destroy yourself, you destroy each other, and eventually you'll destroy this world. Honestly, the best chance your species has at survival is being conquered by someone much more advanced. Interesting way of looking at it.
They got the Dr. Doom syndrome.
Yep. The coins just stopped working. No, the coins are fine. They must have sabotaged the power node. The morphing grid is too powerful, so the command center requires a stabilizer to regulate the energy flow to the morphers. But you can build another one, right? Yeah, you and Donnie are always inventing stuff. Just make a thing that does a thing and I'll order pizza. Not this time, I'm afraid. To fashion a new power node would require materials located only in the furthest reaches of space. There's no circumventing this plan. I should know. I came up with this. Well, I guess today wasn't a total loss. Of all days to catch the Shredder. You think I was captured? Quite the contrary, Turtle. You see, I'm your savior. It's true. He's the reason we were able to get Zordon out in time. Wouldn't believe it if I didn't see it with my own eyes. And I still gonna buy it. What's your game, Shredder? What do you want? You mean more than watching you you for lying on your back, roasting in the sun? Simple. Revenge. I've been replaced. You see, it is infinite wisdom. General Kerrang felt that after our last encounter, I was no longer worthy to command the forces of Dimension X. That privilege now rests in the hands of Rita Repulsa. Sad story. I'm crying inside, really. Oh, getting fired makes you one of the good guys now? I mean to rule this world, child. And that will never happen if it's desecrated by some alien sorceress. As much as it pains me, our goals are momentarily aligned. And if you truly wish to save yourselves, you're going to need my help. Oh, geez, look at that. Even with that was alongside April. Looks like Bulk and Skull actually got a bit of a spine. April kind of has that influence, doesn't she?
Well, except for Vern.
True. But yeah, she's explaining all that she's been studying, and they realize they need to find some way of getting in there. That might be exactly what they are counting on. Yeah, they want to fight. I'm ready to give them one. But they're realizing, yeah, there are probably people march around to pull out the Rangers to do something reckless.
Can I mention Splinter's beard is wrapped up like a Japanese ponytail?
They had that in the 2003 and 2012 series.
Must have missed that episode.
Yep, but yeah, they're coming up with a plan. Everybody's saying, so Dan Tunnel and I've been experimenting with some mutagen in our power coins. Now, we admit what we're about to propose sounds a bit radical, but we're 97% sure it won't last forever. 86%. FYI, all Donatello's terrible ideas start with percentages. So what are you suggesting? I'm suggesting that instead of trying to turn to be Rangers again, what would it be more? What if we could be more like the Turtles?
What?
Uh-oh, and they're right. They've been gathering up people, and they're about to get April with them. Like, looks like we got here just in time. Jason, if your team's still up for it's Morphin time. No, it's mutating time. And look at them. They're mutated. They're actually mutated.
They're mutanimals. Look at them.
Oh, it's so cute.
Cute. They look like Marvel. They look like something Black Panther would have come up with.
Yep. I can smell the rock soldiers all the way up here. Interesting. Do I even want to know what they smell like? Mildew, mostly. Ah, gross. Okay, first rule of being a mutant, gravity no longer applies. Arrgh! Whoa, that's a nice little roar you got there. Where did that come from? I have no idea, but it felt great. I think someone's starting to enjoy themselves. You want to know what the putty patrollers smell like? Gingerbread. And I'm hungry. You feeling all right, dude? Being mutated, because mutating has been known to cause some people to hurl. I feel fantastic, especially considering I was sure I was going to get stuck with two tiny little arms.
Extreme.
Billy.
No, wait. Robert, we got to sing it. Extreme.
Extreme dinosaurs.
There you go.
And Billy, I take it as your handiwork. Guilty as charged. I'm quite certain this head was not designed for a bipedal movement, but I'm trying to get the hang of this tail. The cold-blooded to the rescue. Actually, there are different schools of thoughts on. It's a cool name. Let it go. And so, Tommy, you're a dragon? Apparently. Right. And you are aware that dragons do not actually exist, of course. Uh-huh. Absolutely. But honestly, I stopped trying to figure out the morphing grid a long, long time ago. I just leave that stuff to Billy. Yeah, it's not until I tried to explain mutational computation to me once. I fell asleep right in front of him. But you can't think, and you don't think you can breathe fire, do you? Oh, God, I hope so. Oh, but turns out Casey's here to help. Turns out once he got abducted and saw what they were up against, he realized the only way to stop him was from the inside.
Of course.
So he gave them a transporter to get them all there to try and stop it. Oh, look, it was Kimberly. Kimbo, how about you fly up there and toss those cowards down to me? Sure, yeah, totally. I mean, I can do a double enchilada forward, tuck dismount. I can. Whoops, nope, that didn't work. Yeah, okay, I totally messed it up.
Gymnastics with wings.
What the heck are you doing? Hey, I've been a giant flying wizard for about 20 minutes, okay? Today is crazy and I have absolutely no idea how I work yet. So why don't you cut me a little slack and in the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity, a chance to turn loss into growth and growth into victory. Master Splinter, what are you doing out here? You shouldn't. Years ago, I helped several young mutants harness their skills and protect their city. Today, I intend to do it again. Master, the people are clear, but we need to keep. I will help the Rangers with the defense of Angel Grove, Raphael. But you and your brothers have another path. As they all transport there.
Yes.
With the Shredder. Well, I love this. Are we getting close? According to my calculation, it's just over that ridge. Yeah, you kind of said that 3 ridges ago.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I actually took a long turn to that last sand dune.
Yep. But yeah, I love it. Imagine this world and what this world looked like, very much like Earth once, before Krang's war machine took hold. You could very well be staring at the future. Yo, Shredhead, since we're finally talking, I gotta ask, why do you want to take over the world so bad? I mean, couldn't you, like, I don't know, sell the Technodrome, buy a beach house, and just chill somewhere? Why do you protect the very people who despise you? Because it's the right thing to do? Nonsense. You naively believe that if you do, eventually they'll learn to love you. Is that it? You're trying to conquer the world because you want to make people love you? No, I want to make people fear me. Love may win you friends, but fear, that gets you a statue. Interesting. Again, I like the writing here.
And yet statues are given to actual heroes.
Yeah, that's true, but I'm saying no. But I like the writing here. It's doing what the Boom Studios comic did very well. Take what was kiddie and cheesy, but get some well-written dialogue that doesn't take away from what we have, but explain it a little bit more, and still poke fun at it a little too. But yeah, they make their way in. Meanwhile, how's everyone else great? And how is everyone else great at being a mutant? But me, easy. I've always wanted to be a cat. I wouldn't feel too bad. Kim still can't fly, and I keep falling over. Thanks, Billy. Focus on your individual journey and not the steps of others, young Zach. Appreciate the right words, Master, but how am I supposed to fight when I can barely control my trunk? By letting go of what you were and embracing who you are. Utilize your size, find your strength, and leave the rest to instinct. Hey, my trunk moved! You must remember that you are no longer human, and therefore you must stop thinking as one. Allow your animal senses to feel in every direction. Trust your speed and agility to seemingly slow time. You are and some of the most ferocious creatures this planet has ever seen. Do not be afraid of that. You know, Leatherhead, as fellow lizards, I have to wonder, should you and I really be fighting? I mean, maybe you should consider coming over to our side. When this little battle's over, Dragon Boy, they'll be giving me all of Louisiana, maybe even some of Florida. So unless you're offering me the entire West Coast, whoa, too close, I'm afraid I must decline. Can't blame me for trying. Oh God, how am I doing the Jim Comics,
Trying to do the Raging Cajun.
Yeah. Hey, now look who's starting to look. Sorry.
Like, for the record, Leatherhead, that's alligators, not crocodiles.
Yep. Great. I don't have to feel bad about dropping you a few stories. Now look who suddenly learned to fly. Yeah, well, maybe being a mutant isn't entirely terrible. Excellent work, Rangers. By simply changing the way you see the world, you've taken the first steps towards seeing the world change. Oh, but look at this. Bebop and Rocksteady bring Bulk and Skull towards them. I did warn you what the penalty for failure was, did I not? But your evilness, we only ran because we had something special to bring you. Some friends of the Power Rangers. Best friend. I wouldn't say best friend. We barely know them. Or the Turtles. We've never even met. And you two. Of course. To be honest, we're way more like you guys. Hey, yeah, I mean, just last week we water ballooned a whole school bus. Despite your cowardice, you mutant morons may have actually accidentally stumbled upon something useful. Interrogate these fellow idiots immediately. I want to know everything they know. But then here, Bulka's going to do something smart.
Gasp.
Yeah, but what if instead of hurting us, we made it up to you two by, I don't know, maybe make both of you rich and famous? We're already famous. Yeah, but we are famous, but we ain't rich, Rock. It's true, we ain't rich. We saw how Rita treated you back there. It was disrespectful. Just casting you aside like a couple of idiots. Would you just call us? Look, someone has to document how the Rangers and the Turtles were ultimately defeated, and who better do that than you two? Now look, they actually look like their cartoon selves there. Bebop and Rocksteady taking over the world. A Farkas Boltmeyer production. So what do you say? Again, smart. Am I right? Smart, especially with what we find out what else this idea does. Well, it would seem that Turtles aren't the only mutants we have to worry about now. It was to be expected. The Rangers have always been creative when backed into a corner. Should I deploy the rest of our reserve forces? No, I think not. Direct Trag to flank the Rangers' escape route and have Stockman disrupt their ability to teleport. We don't want them scurrying off before the final unveiling. Look what he has access to from the command center.
No, not the Zords.
Like the main Zords. As you wish, General. And what would you have me do as Ranger X? Jones has always been a thorn in my side. I think it's time you use him in a little more appropriately. And we find out they've known. He was faking it.
What?
Gee, of course you're not. You secretly sent them to Dimension X, did you not? I have a surprise waiting for them there. Sadly, they won't be coming back. And it's all thanks to you, Casey. No, we won't be doing that. Casey, my sweet, sweet boy. Did you honestly think that I bought your little act for one moment? You play the role of a cynical outsider. Well, very well. But we both know that in your heart, you're really a turtle. And that is what made using you so much fun. No! Try and fight me all you like. But I've learned from experience to never give away power without precaution. Now, you may still have a part to play in all this, so let's make you a little more you. But yeah, the Turtles are finding a way through, and they find the Morphers. And it explains why Krang knows so much. Cool. I'm taking them. And they find Karai, who, when Jones and her were abducted on Earth, she's basically said, "Forget you and give me the cell." So yeah, they join and look, all of the monsters.
Dude.
Ooh.
Look, we have Eye Guy on the Toad.
We got the pig. We got the
rapid pumpkin rapper.
Oh God, the pig.
The piggy.
I just said the pig.
Sorry, and what was the
skeleton guy? Yeah.
And no idea who that one was.
I have to watch the show again.
She looks cool though.
Oh, she does. But they're all fighting, and was Karai helping as well? But then the Dimension X morphers start to glow. Turns out since they're near they got the power node, it powers it up. So power up, power extreme.
Yeah.
Oh, we look good. I mean, we look really good. And of course, they retreat. More turtle rages. Yeah, you're welcome. Now, and we're live. Greetings, Power Rangers, Ranger Stationers. This is Farkas Boltmeyer coming to you from the former headquarters of the Power Ranger, where Skull and I are not being held hostage, with a worldwide exclusive interview featuring Bebop and Rocksteady, our soon-to-be global overlords. That's correct. We look forward to ruling you. Now, no one has ever been able to completely defeat the Power Rangers, so what makes you two different? Because we're smarter and tougher. And don't forget smarter. General Crane and Rita got something really good and really big cooked up for the Power Rangers, too. Yeah, they got no idea what's coming. Well, there you have it, folks. The Power Rangers are in deep trouble, and no one's going to be able to save them. Please help. Hi, Mom.
If you were smarter's not a word.
Brilliant. This was smart from them.
It's hilarious, too.
But it's hilarious, but it's because they actually said that this was broadcasting.
Right.
My lovely mutant rangers. Your attempt to defend this pathetic city was admirable, but I'm afraid that the world that you know is about to become extinct.
Yikes.
Rah!
Shit!
It's
Final
evil
issue. See, we got through this fast.
Oh god, it's evil Voltron. Hey, to be fair, Voltron did inspire the original Megazord.
Of course.
Megazord from Zeo Ranger.
Go, Dimension X Rangers! Is that what we're really going with? But you four just can't seem to stop being Rangers. A tad envious, maybe? Doesn't really matter, really. You'll soon suffer the same fate as the originals. Isn't that right, Casey? Are you ready to tear your friends apart limb from limb just for me? By your command, my Empress. I live only to serve you. They mean nothing to me. Okay, so that's what being brainwashed looks like. Whatever you do, don't hold back on either of them. The real Casey would expect nothing less. This should be very entertaining. But they still
Yes, I agree.
We can't fight them and Mega Krang at the same time. Tommy, we need the Dragon Sword. Oh, I agree, man. But I can't exactly play the flute in my present condition. And that is why the turtle sent me. The power node has been returned and your connection to your morphing grid restored. That's great and all, but I'm still a dragon. I can't morph. No, but with this shadow morpher I can. Dragon Zord, and he's back to being the Shredder Dragon Ranger.
Let's go! Yeah, baby!
To turn off this kind of power voluntarily is a crime. I don't know why you ever demorph, Tommy Oliver. Everyone has to go to the bathroom eventually.
I was just about to make a bathroom joke. I was like, wait, you gotta go use the bathroom. You don't want to stay in it with eating food.
There's no zipper in the spandex.
I know.
Yeah.
There is a surprising joy of destroying rock soldiers. On that, Shredder, we can totally agree. So yeah, then, hey, patience, my dear boy. I'm trying to enjoy myself. Oliver, correct.
No, it's not Mechagodzilla. I'm sorry.
I love it. Oliver, correct. As entertaining as this has been, I have a brain to damage. You know, if he's going to betray us, now would be the perfect time. I wish Zordon was here. It's funny you say that, Treaty, because I am, and we brought out that Zordon Alpha controlling Metalhead!
Metalhead!
And Zordon, you're all right. How did you know we need assistance? We tried to radio, but he picked up Bulk Skull's distress broadcast. I'm sorry there, what? As touching as this all is, General Craig is not in the habit of waiting. Ah, you've all arrived. How wonderful. Toppling skyscrapers is always so much fun. Tell me, Zordon, are you ready to finally become one of your fabled one with your fabled Morphin grid? When that time comes, I will accept my peace willingly. But today is not that day. We're everything in space!
Right, but today is not that day.
Don't worry. I'll make sure to bury you in the heart of the city you seem to love so. Doom! Zordon is the least of your concerns, Ultrons and Utrom scum. You may have a new body, but I have a dragon. Excellent. Your new morphers have made you quite formidable. We don't need new helmets and weapons to take care of you, lady. They do help, though. It's such a shame you only do the rat's bidding. Watch how you speak about our father. All fathers seek to control and manipulate their children. And your beloved Splinter is no different. I think he's referencing Master Vile.
Hey, Dad.
But it wasn't until I broke free and tried to kill mine that I finally earned his respect. And man, holidays with your family sound awesome. And Case, I've heard of the guys losing their mind over a girl, but even this is pushing it. Yeah, I mean, what would April think? Die, turtle scum. Nah, it doesn't sound like her at all. Yeah, what would April think? Die, turtle scum. Nah, it doesn't sound like her at all. Well, I believe I've seen enough. You four will make excellent additions to my minions, and she's trying to control them too.
Well, no turtle soup.
I'm never far from a snappy retort or a quip of bravado, but I prefer my underlings to be more respectful. Ranger X, please teach our dear friend some manner, as you wish, my Empress. Guy can't even make a joke anymore. Don't worry, it's okay, Casey. I know you, and it ain't you, brother. Swing away. He can as he breaks in, much like the power sword, he's returned. There's nothing more important than loyalty, and free will can sometimes stand in the way of that. Under my control, I promise you'll finally reach your full potential. Casey, what are you? Wait! Power up! Power extreme!
Oh.
I must say, this is wonderful. Becoming a giant, fighting this way, getting my hands dirty. I honestly must stay in this body forever. Not if I rip you out. Surrender, General. You cannot defeat both of us. The fact that Zordon is joining in the fight!
Why didn't we get this? Budget.
You are correct, Zordon. The old Megazord wouldn't stand a chance against your combined forces. But luckily, I had time to make some improvements. Ka-choom! We have all played this game for far too long. Coaching from the sidelines, allying myself with a coward like you, Orokusaki. That was my greatest failure. But thankfully, that is a mistake I can finally correct once and for all. Personally. Sorry, Krang, but as weird as this is to say, we can't let you hurt the Shredder. I mean, maybe we could a little. Zach, I know, I'm jumping in for the rescue too.
I know, I'm jumping in for the rescue too.
But of course, nice shooting, Tommy. He's shooting fire. Zordon, Donatello and Billy were in the process of upgrading the Dragon Zord. Excellent idea, Alfred. And Shredder, is your Zord still operational? If we can destroy Krang, I'll make it operational. Good then. It's time to bring our Zords together. Dragon Turtle Zord, power up!
Yes.
Synthesizing. Then let us finally finish this. Krang, this world could have been ours, but your lack of faith in me was your undoing. When we first met, you were nothing but a bulbous, sanctimonious parasite. Listen to his dialogue. Yeah. Wait, we can make a deal. I gave you back your arms, your legs, and your dignity, and now I'm taking them all away again. Referencing the cartoon where he made him the body.
Right.
Like, no! All right, Dragon Turtle Zord. Can we keep it like that? We shouldn't have enjoyed watching that so much, right? Absolutely not. It's been nearly a week since the dimensional invasion that crippled the city and put the world on notice. But things are finally returning to normal. Well, at least as normal as things ever get in Angel Grove. Following the Rangers' defeat of the giant alien robot, new heroes of all shapes and sizes have arrived to help clear out the remaining insurgents. Who they are and why they're here is a story we'll pursue in the coming weeks. But for now, we are happy they're on our side. It's been an honor providing you with updates during this crisis, but I couldn't have done it without Farkas Balkmeyer and Eugene Skulovich, Channel 6's newest interns. Check out Ranger Station. So from our family to yours, stay safe out there. This is April O'Neil, Channel 6 News. Hey, hi, Kim. Representing his crush on her.
I know.
You cannot do that. You brought this on yourself, General. Per Ultron law, you both will be confined to these hibernation modules, dumpsters, until you are no longer deemed to be a threat. You know these contraptions won't hold me, Zordon. Sooner or later, someone will come, and then you'll pay for your treachery, Orokusaki, even if it takes 1,000 years. Well, this partnership has been very enlightening. Your actions have been honorable. Perhaps there's a chance for peace between our two clans. Peace between us? Never. I will still intend to destroy both of you and all those in your charge. Just not today. Charming individual. Yes, but for the Shredder, that's as close to a thank you as you'll ever receive. Well, yeah, look at I do like the body types for the different turtles.
Mikey's so short.
Oh yeah, I thought that shouldn't I be tall? Even Leo thinks shouldn't I be taller?
No, you know what, Mike? No, Micah reminds me of Skate from Streets of Rage.
Oh, they got the big question. You think the Dimension X morphers come with Zords?
Only one way to find out.
Yep. But yeah, of course he feels guilty and everything. But yeah, they're all fine. You guys okay? Yeah, we reversed the mutation, so you should all be back to normal. We are, Donnie, and that's the whole problem. A few days ago, I could breathe Pfizer. Trini here was as nimble as a cat, and Kimberly could fly. But now we're just ordinary. I literally have to walk everywhere again, and it's not fair. I honestly can't believe I'm the one to say this, but when can we be dinosaurs again? Okay.
But did you learn how to fly, though?
She did. We saw that earlier.
Dang it, I blinked.
Oh,
Power bunga!
wait, I gotta say this. When did you learn to fly?
Yep. A power bunga! And look, April in one of the suits. Basically, she and Casey are going back to Dimension X to give the neutrinos the morphers.
Nice.
That is part of setting up the sequel, but then also, you conspire with my enemy and my enemies, imprison my soldiers, and now you come to me with an ultimatum. I call it I would call it an opportunity. Then you're an even bigger fool than Rita led me to believe. This world is mine and mine alone. That has been my mandate since the day I put on this helmet. However, recent events have shown that my aspirations may have been a bit short-sighted. So I had my new servants connect us in the hope that I might find someone as equally ambitious. Working with the Power Rangers was a matter of convenience and self-preservation. But it was also about access. He still has the Shadow Morpher. Now, I would obviously be willing to share my discovery with you, but only under the right circumstances. So I'm proposing an alliance between the Foot Clan, Lord Zed, and conquering the world. And together, it's only the first step. All right, I'm listening. So,
The end.
How was that?
Again, I feel like a kid.
It's amazeballs. Of
I
course
think
it
it was
is.
better than the first one. I think this was much better than the first one.
And the first one was already good.
First one was good, but a little convoluted, I think.
That was the show, and both shows were convoluted.
True, but I felt like this one, it's basically, this is the proper sequel where you no longer have to do any setups or anything. You just take the ball, you go, raise it, go.
Can we stop waiting for the sequels to do it? Just go right in. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, but again, no, but this whole story was just more phenomenal.
To coin a phrase.
Yeah, but I mean, especially, but see what I meant though? Things changed by the end. Last one, you could set things back to normal. This one, we got the Dimension X Rangers and all that. Like, no. They are fully committed to merging these things together.
Yeah.
And obviously, we're going to get a part 3 to make this a trilogy, obviously. But who knows?
Given how much crap happens in Angel Grove on a near daily basis, probably a good idea.
But the fact that everyone had a moment to shine, even Bulk and Skull.
And this is before they were officers.
Exactly. But and who knows if that'll happen. Shredder was great. Again, and the artwork. Dan Moore's artwork was phenomenal.
I love the designs of them as prehistoric creatures.
The Dino Rangers, I call them.
That's why I had you sing the Extreme Dinosaur song.
Yeah, but seriously, okay, give me, before I continue gushing, Bianca, you go next.
With what?
Your thoughts.
Yeah, how'd you like it?
Dang, I already said it was amazeballs. I have to add more?
I know.
Yeah, what did you like about it? What did, things like that? Like, what did give us your general thoughts?
Details.
I'm bad at this stuff.
No, you're not.
Turning into dinosaurs was cool.
Okay, what about the villains? What about the villains?
Oh, and, villains.
Whether they were
I
cool.
know her name.
Rita?
Rita. The ice cream at the Italian ice cream place.
On your ice cream man, stopping when I'm passing by.
Yeah, but
Rita's always a joy.
She is. But again, that's one thing I love though, that the Booms comics really amped her up more so.
Yeah, we gotta make her edgy.
And hot.
Like I said, Lady Devimon.
And Krang was interesting, but this whole idea of the Dimension X Rangers, I think that was the game changer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, color me interested on that.
The fact that they were probably neutrinos, I bet.
The neutrinos, hot dog, the cool cats.
Yeah, and just so much of it was good, but Shredder helping them out. And again, just the way all the dialogue in here was so good. I mean, it was good in the first one, but this one, it felt like the love letter to both franchises.
It definitely felt like what would happen if these two met, at least banter-wise.
Right,
and they would definitely ask the right questions.
Yep, I think the flaws with the first one was it was a bit bogged down by the setup. It was focusing a bit too much on Tommy's stuff with Tyler, I think.
Which is like the show. It became the Tommy Oliver show.
No, I know, but here, though, it felt like they got the perfect balance between the two.
It definitely felt more balanced, yes.
And seriously, the fact at the end, I have to wonder, do you think that might set up the Power Rangers might be a little addicted to wanting to be the Morphin Rangers?
Don't do drugs, kids.
Never really crossed my mind.
Well, think about it. They're already feeling like now we have to walk to school and like, can we become dinosaurs again? What if they overdo it?
Drugs, but
well, we also have to remember that they're teenagers, aren't they?
That's true.
Right, but I also remember Mikey in that drug PSA. Hey, drugs can make your mind like totally messed up, dude.
Don't do drugs, man.
Casey was
drug dealers are dorks. Don't even talk to them if you get
Cowabunga! Look at it. Casey was great. Just so much of it.
I love seeing Casey. He's my favorite non-turtle character.
I still don't get why Trista doesn't care for either of these franchises. She's crazy in that regard.
It is. I believe it is culture. You know, she didn't like. I think who else was it? Raymond.
Yeah, Raymond.
He doesn't really care about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles either.
He liked them enough for us to go over Usagi Yojimbo Ninja Turtles. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Which you and I and maybe him will go over the recent miniseries when it's done.
Again,
cool.
I can't understand they're missing pop culture. I cannot argue with somebody who argues about the Muppets. I'm sorry, but the Muppets, like Mr. Rogers, is one of the few absolute goods in this world of pure innocent, childlike innocence.
What about that primetime series a while ago?
It's underrated.
Okay, but anyway, Eric, your thoughts.
Like I said, if I was a kid, I would have been over the moon reading this. It would have been everything I would have ever wanted out of these two meetings. But anyway, the artwork was nice, as you said. I looked at the designs on the weapons and them as prehistoric creatures was pretty cool. And as you said, the dialogue was very snappy. I liked it.
It was very snappy. And like I said, it leaned on it, but without making it like the whole why are you interested in Earth? I thought like pride mostly.
It's like the recent Super Mario movie. Why are you doing this? Why am I doing this? Because I want to be my bride, pure and simple.
Yeah. Or you also have the fact of like, hey, see, did I tell you? Shouting, does it work or does it work?
Every anime.
And honestly enough, that it is actually proven to pack more of a punch when you yell.
Actually, that's why Bruce Lee would do all the noises. It's a release whenever he kicks and punches. Not just,
they didn't do it to sound cool. It actually helped.
Right. Let's say, Buds, don't hit back.
I also say, much like so much with the Boom Studios, the fact that they made, again, the whole idea of making these villains the threats they were always, meant to be. Right. But here, though, they did it in a way without sacrificing the cornballness of it.
Right, without their quirk, without sacrificing their quirkiness.
Well, Rita probably got hit with the sacrifice a bit more.
But the turtle characters, they're like they did it without making them like all totally completely serious with no comedic quirks.
Exactly.
Like you can definitely tell Krang is still. You can still hear Krang doing it in that Pat Frehley voice.
But he would probably make it a little sinister, more sinister.
Just a little more. Excuse me.
But Shredder here, though, you both agree with what I was saying about Shredder here. This was definitely kind of like the Batman Ninja Turtle Shredder. This is that perfect mixture of the 80s aesthetic with the personality of Utram Shredder.
I want to watch Turtles Forever again after seeing
that. Give me back my command chair. That's an order. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
That was so funny. I loved it. But first, we got to save April.
I think out of all of them, though, I think even though Bebop wasn't there enough, I think he got the shaft compared to Rocksteady.
I always liked Rocksteady more than Bebop.
I think everyone did.
Hey, Clyde, you titles will pay for this. Yeah, and make sure to use cash. We don't accept checks.
Yep.
I was a Bebop girl.
Bebop. But also, April, though. April, she looked great here. This was like a perfect modernization.
Yeah, this April's my girl.
And they really, it's her Red Skies outfit, but the jacket matches her, the yellow instead of being a brown jacket.
Right. Wow, the internet is great for researching stories. That's how you know how long the show lasted. The internet became a thing for newspapers.
At the very end, yeah. Oh, wait, let me go back. I realized. If you didn't know, she's actually wearing her full yellow outfit.
She did. I noticed.
Hold on. I just want to show it again. Just a sec.
Okay.
Okay, come on.
Come on.
There we go. See, it's the full banana coat.
Banana whamma.
But yeah, Bulk and Skull were phenomenal in this. This is right up there. Oh, look! I just realized action number 1.
Oh gosh.
I didn't realize until I just looked at it.
How many action number 1 cover references are we ever going to? Then again, we got Spider-Man.
How did I miss that?
Hey, you're the biggest Superman fan. You tell me.
It just dawned on me.
Biggest Superman fan I know. I never met Jerry Seinfeld.
But again, no. But having April as the yellow Dimension X Ranger.
Right.
But yeah, the fact that you have such a great setup for what to do next. We don't know what the Zord's going to be. What about the neutrinos getting it? Is there going to be other fallout? And of course, Shredder and Zed working together. They have so much set up for the next one.
Yeah.
And I'll say this. Unlike Batman Ninja Turtles, where the second mini felt so disconnected from the stories of the first and third one, this one felt like, no, this is escalating and building.
Yeah.
Oh, and also, Zordon and no one was wasted here. No one.
Zordon in Metalhead. I did not know.
With Alpha controlling it and Splinter teaching the Rangers how to use their immune abilities. And I love what he was saying. You're no longer human.
It would make sense. It would make sense. He's a rat.
And if this goes to the 81, he probably
was Yamato Yoshi.
So he knows.
Right. Give in to your then let your instincts control. Then and only then.
Yep. So yeah. Overall, I give this 9 out of 10. A very strong, almost a perfect 10. Almost.
I give it the kid in me gives me a 9 as well.
What are you, Bianca? What do you give it?
I give it a 9.
Okay, so 9 from all of us because we're all friends.
Yeah, we're all friends. But seriously, this was just so. Again, power bunga.
Power bunga. That should be a pizza topping.
Yep. So who knows when we'll be ever? They have not announced a third one. You know they're going to. They have it so set up. I mean, last one was a bit of a tease because we just saw Shredder leave with Rita. This one, no. They have too much set up here.
Please do not get canceled. Please continue.
It's not going to get canceled. This did sell well.
All right.
But yeah, I hope they keep Dan Mora on, though. I hope they keep Dan Mora on artwork because
Dan Mora is the best.
He is. He is becoming one of my recent favorites. I mean, like I said, again, he has speed, quality, great character designs, hot women.
Yes, hot women is desperately needed in comics again.
But not overtly sexualized either. I mean, because notice that. April,
thankfully, April was already a babe.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but even here though, he kept her reserved, but not like she wasn't showing off her tits or anything. Even Rita, it's a form-fitting outfit showing off her curves, but
no, like even in the 2003 series, though, that series she was like, it was like Kim Possible, just midriff. That was it.
Yeah. But yeah, so we'll see you all on the next one, and hopefully, if all things go well, you'll see Tristan on the next video. Hopefully. We'll see you all on the next on it, though. Take care.